Hey folks, this is Chandran here, and welcome back to my duo, no cheese, no rest, on a mode challenge run. We are going to go for a short one here, or I'll be cutting it together with something once again. We're just gonna take on this encounter in here. And to do that, first of all, Imp should be invisible. Lae'zel, I don't know, is there anything we're missing? I think we're missing an item on him, I guess. That works, and we should maybe consider whom of them has the haste helm, but let's just let that stay on Lae'zel, I think that's fine. He can redo his False Light for an extra temporary hit point, and then let's just get down and get at it. I don't think I want Lae'zel stealth from the beginning, because I sort of want her in the combat and not having any of this weird joining combat nonsense going on. We do need to cast Jump up front. Oh, actually, there's a loose boulder there I might want to move first. Let's get this away. I don't know. I think she throws them around. They look bad, at least. Oh, can it not get... I could consider throwing that into her face, but I don't believe it deals more damage than an actual throwing weapon. It is a little weird because it's so heavy that it should do, but I believe it's less. So, let's just not do that. And we do have some options here. Scroll of Crown of Madness. There's also possibility of grease trapping the door. Or I guess we can use an ice arrow for an ice surface instead. That's sort of the same effect-ish. For now, let's just go for the enhanced leap. And then I think we can move Lae'zel as close as humanly possible. And into this. And then we're gonna open it with Dredge here.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
So, not safe for work warning. Incoming. We're opening the door here. His face says it all, really.
What the hell are you doing?
Interrupting. There are some fun stuff you can choose here if you're a bard. I believe Barbarian has some as well. But it appears we don't as a Warlock, so... back away slowly, maybe? Or maybe just attack them, to be honest. I... didn't mean to interrupt. Wanted to join the fun? No, let's just back away. They're still gonna attack us, so it doesn't matter.
Smash! Oh, smash you!
And good initiative rolls, that's pretty important here. Because I do want to act before they do. How far off is Lae'zel? So I want her to be able to go and take her Red Ambusher attack at least. I think we can... This guy should not have the range to be able to take attack opportunity on her. I do believe the Ogre has, so we're gonna go for an attack here. I don't want to kill Graco, but I do want to deal some damage to him at least. If we move out here-ish, so that should be plenty of movement left. If I move out, maybe even a little further, and use my actual action to stealth, we can jump up here. Get away, can we not, please? We can, phew. Good. Movement a little bit. And then we have Dredge, who has an action, and... so he could cast... Crown of Madness and the little guy could be fun, but I think we are just going to... This is also extremely... Ray of Enfeeblement can actually be very strong on Ogre opponents. I think we're just gonna shoot it. We should have maybe dipped our weapons before we did this. But for now, let's just shoot an arrow in the face, right? I was just making sure that I didn't have the double attack on. And if you go out here as well,
another step
you should be able to jump up to Lae'zel. Somewhere, please. Not enough movement, not enough movement. This has gotta be possible, right? Ah, there we go. Oh, he has plenty of movement left. Let's get you in there. And then I think Impy... I think if she goes out, she's probably gonna go this way around, or maybe she'll What I hope she's gonna do is stop and look around here. Let's move the imp just a little bit out of the way.
Another fight.
Just so we don't have her standing on top of that. And turn. And turn, and let's see what they do in there. So he dashes. Ooh. Runs out to check. That's awesome. But that means he won't, probably. Oh, he runs back in. Now, that is weird. He couldn't find anyone, and he didn't... He's not intelligent enough to check up here. Okay, let's lay some damage on her. We have some javelins. What's the chance? It's very good. Is there anything else we can do that deals more damage? I don't think so, because the throwing from up high actually adds a little bit of crushing damage. Oh, and a critical hit even. That would have been sweet with the other guy instead. I think we have 7 bludgeoning from crushing damage from falling. That's quite awesome. And the Dredge should be able to do the same with like a trident. 90% chance of hitting is great.
Alright then.
And it's not an actual prone effect, unfortunately. I think they should both dip instead, so we are ready to deal with the rest of them. Unfortunately, but first of all, he can't. We could maybe get down here actually with a jump. I think this might be able to put him in a position where he's not that easily attacked. I'm also a little afraid about this guy. He's just gonna keep running around in there. He's not supposed to bug out. He's supposed to come out and start throwing javelins or stones at me at least. Are we just gonna dip? I think we're just gonna dip, right? Lae'zel could hide again so they don't attack her. That seems fine. I think she's gonna do that at least. And she can stay up here so she can throw stuff next turn. And I think he's just gonna take the hit, tank the hit, right? Can't be that hard. Is there anything good he can do? He can dip his weapon then. Find a candle somewhere. Is he using the right set of weapons? It appears so. And this one is already burning, so awesome. And if I believed you could get into a position where you could not get hit, that might be a thing to go for. Let's try this one. I'm quite certain she can hit him here. But let's try. Oh. Like that. Can you move further? This is weird. And turn. What's he gonna do now? Okay, so he's just bucking out when I'm up here. That's not ideal. And she can go and throw a stone at him, which I suspected. Ouch! That hurt. Did he just take... So she dealt 16 points of damage. Or actually 17 even. And she also moved into a position where we can't throw shit into her face. That's not good. Is there any good position to attack from up here?
On the move.
I think we're gonna try it from over here just to see whether or not that's a thing. Maybe.
Taking position.
That's not as much of crushing damage now, and it even fell even further in, which is bad.
You bow or you break.
Maybe I should have used the other weapon there. Let's see if we can make that. There's no path there. Can you get down without jumping? You can't even, right? But you should be able to, but then you're gonna face tank that guy. Maybe if I move him up here, let's try that first. I think this is gonna be a problem. Yeah, she's too close and under that. Oh, that's annoying. And if I jump down, I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Is there any path down? I don't have the movement for that. We could try with the imp, but it's gonna lose its turn and get wrecked. And she's also not gonna fail against the poison. But I can shoot, so that's great. Maybe I just use a special arrow then to get her down. Maybe Rodic something. Is this gonna be enough? Nah, let's just take a normal shot. Whoops. That worked. And I guess you move back a bit. No, we need to get down anyway, so let's go to Lae'zel. Because apparently he's just stuck in there, which is silly.
Victory awaits.
Can you work? Oh, he actually works. Okay. That's nice, and now we can throw stuff into his face. So if not for the weirdly aggressive hit before, this went okay. Oh, she doesn't have anything to throw. Let's check what she can get. That's gotta be something, right? Spear, there we go. Throw a spear into his face. And no falling damage. And a weird animation. And a spear that's stuck in the air that I might not be able to retrieve as well. Let's see if we can reach with this guy. Yes, you can reach from up here, so that's great. Oh, actually that probably pulled him too close.
Can't stay idle.
Trident to the face, still works. Good. And Lae'zel did not level up. Annoying.
I'll refrain from detailing my conquests, lest you die of embarrassment.
That is an awesome line. Yeah, thank you, Lae'zel. But I do think we'd like to hear about that at some point. So it's annoying that he bugged out and didn't like find his pathing out there, so we didn't have him in on the fight. He shouldn't be much trouble anyways. But I still dislike stuff like that. You're not gonna rest, Lae'zel. It's not a thing. So lots of damage once again on Shadowheart, which is a little annoying. I would have liked to do this without her taking a shit ton of damage. I ended up never having to use the imp there, which is okay, but might as well have used it for something, right? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Good. So I'll loot this, and then that was decently fast, at least without combat, so we could probably level up. So I'll start by talking to these corpses. So we just killed these guys, and they don't like talking to their killers. So in order for us to actually speak with them, we have to do a little engineering first. Let's put on this and change shape into, let's go for, where's Pretty Boy? There we go, Mr. Pretty. And then you can speak with Dead on, just go for Bathia first. I'm going to be reading out what they're saying because they speak so slowly when dead.
Regards you lifelessly.
So let's start with the important part. Did you have any valuables? Have nothing. Looking for weapon. What weapon were you looking for? So from the crash and taken by bad people. I'm guessing that's us somehow. What were you doing in the village? Looking for the weapon. Absolute weapon. So now we have all of the pieces for that. They're looking for some sort of weapon that was taken. What were you doing in the barn? Let's talk about that. Ruko, baby boy, we take a break together. And let's ask whether or not they're in love. Love, yeah, good love.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask.
Ask no more questions. Ooh, so does this not give experience actually? Does that mean Lae'zel actually, because she didn't get a level? Why did she not get a level there? Did we kill one of them with no 20 experience from that, 75 experience from that? I thought that would. I thought we would have gotten enough experience to level them up here. Oh well.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I mean to speak with you, not loot you. I've already looted you. Let's see what he has to say.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What were you doing in the village? Weapon, search, take break, Bartos. Okay. I like that he calls it Bartos. Her name is Bathia or Beautia or something. Where did my mouse go? There we go. Who do you report to? We don't know this. Only Goddess and Moonrise. Moonrise is a new piece of information. We can see where did you come from as well. Else and then Moonrise. He came from Moonrise and he reports to Moonrise. We don't know what Moonrise is yet, but this is good information. And then probably we'll ask who killed you. We know it's us, but we might learn something about what he knows about us. Okay, apparently nothing. Ran us through even. Were you alone when you died? Oh, he loves her. Boothir. Okay, so that's her name.
Power.
Oh, and Lae'zel got her level now. What did we get? Information or something? Gained 20 experience, so yeah, we did. Oh, great. She gained her level 11 anyways, that's good. I think we could have gotten it anyways by just dismissing her from party and re-inviting her. I think that sets their experience level to whatever the main character says. But I'm not certain how that works.
What's hiding here?
So I think I'm gonna level these up, and then I need to go. And then I'll just cut this together with
Time to press ahead.
probably the other Ogre Fight actually later. But for now, level up. And we can redo levels and stuff like that back in camp, but I want to finish the Blighted Village first. So for now, we're just gonna leveling them up the simple way. So Dredge, cantrips. I think we want you to have friends by now. Spells. Doesn't matter too much, to be honest. We are probably gonna redo this at some point. Is there anything that I really feel like I should have available? Out of daggers is nice, but I don't want to be using the spell slot at the moment anyways. Let's just grab a whole person there. And this is the important part. So for now... I think I want to have sharpshooter actually, but I don't know whether or not it's good to take that at the moment because we don't have the quiet stuff. So maybe I should go for Tavern Brawler now. Get a little extra damage on thrown stuff. That's actually a good question. Yeah, I'm not certain I'm gonna make this into a Tavern Brawler build, and definitely Warlock is not the best class for that. But I think we might want it here, or maybe we do want actually. So it's gonna be Sharpshooter or Tavern Brawler, I'm quite certain, and eventually it is very likely going to be Sharpshooter. Let's see. Let's go with Tavern Brawler at this point. I can't use this extra point for anything, but we're still gonna get double our strength added to attacks and stuff. And then we'll change the build around at a later point. Let's just take this. And for Lae'zel, we are grabbing, and this one is easy at least. Great Weapon Master. Where's it at? There we go. This bonus attack is amazing. And so is the plus 10 damage, of course. We don't need to change anything else. No, Gale, you don't matter. So let's cut it here and say thank you for joining. No, never mind. I don't need to say all of this because you are going to be right back with me in a second. We're just gonna continue along, I guess, for you. Luthia, Bathia, whatever her name was, is dead here. And there are some ogres down the other end of town that we're gonna go deal with.
On my way.
For me, there's been a little mishap, or whatever you want to call it. I went and did the Ogre Fight, and I recorded it, and then I left the computer running for a little while, and even though I'm usually so religious about pressing F5, I completely forgot to save, and the computer crashed. So I don't have a save game of me having done that. I do have the footage though, so I'm probably gonna weave some of that in here, or something to that effect. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but at least the brunt of it is that I have to do this fight again. And the last time it went, well, not perfectly. The plan didn't work perfectly. It worked okay. But I got a string of lucky misses from them on me, so I didn't take any damage. I don't think that I can copy that. But we might as well try, right? So let's start from one end. First of all, Dredge here needs to... I almost called him Chandran because he looks like an elf at this point. Let's end shapeshift, right? Get him back to his Gith form. Doesn't matter at all. We don't have the weird ring from the ox. So, first off, Impy, you get into position. Oh, are you invisible, Impy? You are. Now you are, at least. Yeah, you were before as well. So, get into position here. Lae'zel and Dredge. Dredge, you can... If you move, like, all the way over here, I think you might even be able to... Something here, and then you can... Enhance leap on there. And enhance leap on yourself. And run in there. Oh, and get into stealth, please. Yes, that's good. And we need to go into turn-based. I have a walk up here. Oh, she even has actions left. We have Dredge out there. Dredge needs to get into position as well. I think if we just click this ladder here, we'll be able to get up where I want him to be. I think we might as well get into stealth as well. Right. And then we can jump up here. Path is interrupted. Why is path interrupted? Never mind. That worked. So no more actions for you. You have full action. I don't think we need that for anything. We do need the bonus action though, because we need to not dip, but apply this oil thing. Oh, first off, let's just equip the right weapon. I think Sorrow is still okay here. Even if I think I mostly want to use my bonus actions for jumping, I still like the availability of that one. So let's put Oil of Accuracy on. Now we just need to hope that they don't turn around for a short while. Do you have anything interesting that I can actually do with... No, I don't. That should be fine. We're gonna end turn here and just hope that stuff doesn't go awry. Maybe we should just leave turn-based mode and attack. I think that might be better. I'm gonna spring the attack with her. Like this. I'm just exiting turn-based mode to have her get her bonus action back first. We could spring it with the imp instead. The prize there. But we are just gonna go like this because there's a chance they beat the int in initiative, and I don't think they're gonna beat Lae'zel. First off, let's get you back into turn-based mode as soon as possible. And now we need to get the imp and Lae'zel into a decent position down here. So if we do like this, can you maybe get slightly closer to Impy? Seemed okay.
I can't waste any more time.
Split. Get some potions over on her, right? Lae'zel is the one that should do this, so... if I can make the camera do what I want it to do. Like this. Back up to Dredge, and bonus action shot. Actually, I should probably open with a throw. Get him into combat, and then he can do the bonus action afterwards. I think, if possible, we want to throw on that guy. Since he's stealthed, he should be able to go all the way to the edge here. Let's see if this works. So if I throw at this guy, I wonder whether or not he's gonna be knocked in a weird position. At least we can throw on him, so let's start by doing that.
Maybe I should. This is good.
Yeah, it did throw him in a weird position, unfortunately, but it did deal a lot of damage. We now have the bonus action shot for the... what's it at, the potion here? Potion of healing.
Grave mistake.
Right, and immediately go to Impy and into turn-based mode, so he gets his turn with this on. 96% chance of hitting is great. A good one. And he might even get his... no, because he entered later, so he probably doesn't get his sting action there.
Fight. Let's go.
Also, it's Fang that's fast here, apparently.
Fury. I am
You should be able to kill this guy now, but there's no advantage, unfortunately. Oh, that actually means you get an extra attack this turn instead of next turn, which might not be ideal. I sort of wanted next turn because I'd have advantage next turn. Some of these guys. Ideally, at least. Is there a better way to do this now? I guess you could just miss, and that would solve that problem. Let's just get the extra action this turn as well. It's gotta be better, right? A lot of damage once again. So normally I'd want them prone for next turn so I could get advantage on them, but I think we're just gonna enjoy this. Bonus action, slam you in the face. I think this is fine.
my fury.
Unfortunately we missed that one. 65% chance there, and another miss. That's not ideal, obviously. And we won't get the extra attack next turn, but it doesn't matter if we were gonna miss anyways, but we won't, because they would have advantage, maybe.
Can't
Maybe.
even catch my
Can't
breath.
even be sure.
I
Oh.
will ascend.
Got you. But it is a little annoying doing it like this instead of what I wanted to, but hey. I think you can still... This guy is still surprised, so he can't take actions, right? We can deal a little bit of damage to you. Then we can have MP fly away. I think, well, you're just gonna fly out here, I think. This is probably... This is far enough away. Maybe this is better. It depends where I'm gonna go with Lae'zel in a second, I guess. I don't want it to randomly get hit by a Melf's Acid Arrow or something. Can it get to a better position? All the way over here, perhaps? Might be able to play peekaboo with Bank for a while if I put it in this direction. Well, he's before that, so he needs to get away from him. Let's just get it out here for now. Hope it's not gonna get into trouble. So he's no longer surprised. We're in a new round. Dredge is first. First thing I sort of want to do, and this might not be correct anymore, but it was my original plan. I think we're still gonna go with it, is to drop nice grease spell on these guys. So the idea is to hit all three of them, and then one of them at least will miss a save, and we can just go ham on that guy with advantage to open up the combat. Hopefully it's gonna be whatever his face is over there, lump. But now he didn't even get hit by it. So he's so clearly standing in it, but it didn't even like force a save from him. Bank is the only one who actually gets to try and save against that one. So we just wasted his action, basically. At least Fank is... It's so tiresome that even though it shows clearly that he's going to be hit, he doesn't get hit. What can I use this bonus action on for anything relevant? We could have gone actually for a potion of speed here. That could have been a thing. But I think we can do without. I didn't use it the last time. Let's just deal a little bit of damage if possible. Now Lae'zel doesn't have advantage. I'm also kind of afraid now because there's probably some weird stuff going on here since he didn't get greased there. Can I move away at the moment? Yes. Can I attack at the moment? Yes. So he's not gonna get attack opportunity on me unless he randomly decides to move. And she didn't, at least. I could try just to use this and put him into the middle of this shit. Or I could jump away. Can I get to a good position? But then they're just gonna go for Impy, right? Ugh. We want him to waste his action. I think that's gonna be okay. Unless he just saves, which doesn't really matter then. So if I like jump out here, I should be able to get away from... I'm probably gonna be sad that Impy is standing there now. Let's get her all the way to... I think this counts as safety. And to turn. He can get a little further down there. Should not be able to be hit. Let's see what they do now. I believe this one is gonna shoot there, which is not good because... Oh, it's the turn before. Ah, I forgot that. So that means we can do the invisibility bait thing. I think. If we can get him to... Let's not get too far off. If we do like this, let's see if this works. Go invisible here. And then we fly away. Fly away. All the way up there somewhere. And turn. And he's gonna go and look for the imp, right? No. Oh, he can hit Dredge from up there. Oh, but he can actually hit Dredge. He did deal 2 points of damage and to poor Shadowheart as well. So, I wonder how he made that shot, but hey. Just how it is. First off, we need to Dredge, you need to throw stuff into its face. Path is interrupted. There's really no path there. Hopefully that's not. Let's see if I go out here. If that's not a thing then. That was better.
Hope this ends well.
He deals quite a good amount of damage from up here. I might want to do the potion trick on Lae'zel once again. She's a little too far off, to be honest. Do I believe that she can kill him like this, or is that just gonna be a little too scary? Might just want to throw with her as well, so jump her up here, perhaps. Is that a thing she can do? And then throw down at him and hide, but then she needs to get down again, which is not gonna be great. Let's not do that. We could go for an attack, but that's gonna mean he's gonna be able to smash us afterwards. Let's not do that either. So I guess we're just gonna throw on him. Deal a little bit of the pitsy damage. Yeah, sure. We're just gonna throw from over here. He probably can't hit us then, if we can need to throw to... Oh, I can't hit him either. Doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna go over here and see if we can lure Frank in this direction instead.
Taking position.
Not too close, please. Okay, fair enough. Pick this up so I don't do that again. Then maybe you should actually hide. Should probably just have done that instead.
Shadows.
Then move a little. No, that's fine. Now he's gonna see him once he goes out there, so that's not great.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Just a shot, I guess. Do you want to get this guy down? Why do I have disadvantage against him? He that far off? He was. And I guess I move over there, perhaps? Is that a thing? Try it. Bank should go out here now, I think, unless he can throw to Dredge. Either way, he's running around. Oh, he made his save this time, so it doesn't matter. Still wasted his turn. I can't really do anything with this guy at the moment, so I think we are moving him down here in order to maybe bait out Fank next time. I think we're gonna do that. Can you get to a good position there? And then we just hope what's-his-face can't get to anyone. It's fine with him casting Blur, because we don't care too much about that from our thrower. With Tavern Brawler, you can basically hit through that.
Never a dull moment.
So, let's start by doing that. And we might even break his concentration, right? Oh, we don't want to kill him, though. 25 points of damage. I think we are gonna throw something a little lighter, then. I don't know that there's a difference between these. Might be. Let's just try it. See how much damage we do. Please don't kill him. That was very, very close. But he didn't die. He also didn't lose his concentration, though, which is a little annoying.
Victory awaits.
Is there a situation where you can go and kill him? There very much should be. 65% chance. And she gets an extra action. Do we actually want her to have the bonus action instead? Because you can jump with that, that might be better. Oh, she has the best crossbow in her main hand, of course. I should have thrown here instead. Oh, she did the double! Turn it off. Turn it off. I can't turn it off now. That's annoying. Oh well. So, she can go and hide here, I think. If she hides here, and the imp thing is when... Where's Imp at? Oh, it's not Imp yet. Where's Imp actually at? Is he actually there? And where did he hide last time? Is he standing the same place where he hid last time? Did I not move him further? That's dumb.
It comes easy these days.
Oh well. Shoot this guy in the head.
Death won't take me yet.
Back down a bit, I guess. He's gonna be throwing around with stuff soon. He might go and search for the imp. No, he's not. He's just gonna run for the one who knows where is. Going to pummel you into the dirt. So I can't hit them from up here, but I should be able to bait with Lae'zel over here instead. We're at the point where I just need to get him down. Now he's just annoying up there. Let's see if we can... If we cannot make this work, maybe. Move there. Click invisibility off. Click invisibility back on. And fly away. Good. A little further. No, not a little further. And turn.
Time to push
You
my luck again.
can't stay up here because it's getting a little silly. Maybe if you go down there.
Path lies
Okay,
before
I could have basically kept baiting him, I guess, and just wouldn't do a lot of damage. Can he get down from there easily? No. Probably can't. Can I get down over here? I cannot. I guess we're gonna jump over here and throw something in his face, see if that works. Probably means that he's gonna be able to throw stones at us too, though. Also, we won't have the same Can I? Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. Is that not a thing where we can attack this guy here? It looks like there's like a slight spot where we should be able to. No? No, it appears to not be the case. Can you move a little and undo it? Hate that it can't auto path these ones. Nah, it seems like he's actually in hiding there, so we're just gonna allow him to be that. And then we are gonna do the same. Whoops.
All right, time to skulk about.
No, did I just leave everything in hiding now? Fuck, I may have done that. So I need to get Lae'zel out of hiding. Otherwise it's just gonna reset combat, and we don't want that to happen. So how do I get you out of hiding, Go? Is there something I can click off? Do I really have to? So if I just click it again, I'm just worried because she used this one to hide what I believe. Let's get you over here. And out of hiding. Right. And then you go around the corner. I guess that's the best thing we can do, so not to get it. Oh, you should have shot first. Do you even have the shot now? Nah, it doesn't matter. No. Let's get him over here. Oh. Gonna be a lot of him running around. This is a little annoying. It went a bit cleaner the first time. So the imp is just stranded in this initiative and can't really do much impressive work. Get him over here, see if we can do something at some point that's relevant. And in turn for now. Dredge, can you throw something in his face now? Please? That's great. Critical hit with some extra damage on top. That's nice enough. Is there even a shot? There's even a shot, but you probably want to jump though. You still have the jump thing? You jump back up, I think. It's the best use of your action. Let's just do that. We're playing peekaboo with the ogre here. And Lae'zel. Ugh. Guess you do the same as before. No, you don't, because you need to move first.
My path be true.
Should be possible to soon get a melee fight with this guy at least, instead of having to just keep throwing and running away. Can you shoot as well now this time? Yeah, you can. That's okay. Critical hit. Oh, that was a lot of damage for an offhand attack. And get in here. There's no way you can reach him. So now he's gonna dash and hopefully look for the imp, actually. That would be a good distance. No, he's just gonna go for her again. This is okay. He's in melee now. This time we are going to sting him. Points of damage is not amazing, but it's fine. Dredge, you lost your jump from before, right? Yeah, unfortunately. You can jump up here, I think. If everyone misses now, he's gonna destroy that some way, probably. Also a little worried that we do the... Ugh, other than interrupted anyways. We're definitely not gonna get in trouble with that. Can we shoot him? I just want to get him low enough. So that we're pretty certain Lae'zel can handle him. I'm taking this one first because I might want to turn off... I definitely do want to turn off the extra damage on my primary attack then. And see if this shouldn't work. There we go. So, Shadowheart took a little bit of damage, but other than that, we managed to do it without really taking damage again, because this is only temporary hit points. So, messy fight. That's how it goes. All the grease around, blood, stuff like that. A lot of jumping and baiting and all the sorts of things we didn't really want to do. You can do some really nice things here if you land the prone effect on them, because Lae'zel can do so much damage combined with the throws from Dredge that you can get a bloodlust action a lot of turns. But this was fine enough. Let's do all the
Have to keep going.
after combat stuff with looting and so. Let's try and actually have him run down here without taking fall damage anywhere. I dislike so much that they can just run over the edge. And this is the point where I'm gonna go check that I've actually been recording. I have. That would have been typical. One where I record but doesn't save, and one where I save but doesn't record. Lump the Enlightened with the awesome warped headband of intellect. I think in this bookcase it's the one I've been talking about a couple of times at this point. Missing children, here we go. And their families. Yeah, I've been talking about that for a while. I thought we had already read it, and definitely we hadn't. It's a nice enough fight, and there's a lot of tactical positioning you can do on this piece of land, as you could see before. A lot of it does involve the fact that the ogres are not good ranged opponents, but are very strong melee opponents. But the prone effect is really strong, and Grease as a spell is obviously really strong as well. That should be just about everything, plus maybe even a little more than I did on the other one. I don't think I looted this island here. I think we looted everything. The next thing I want to do is go to camp and level. Oh, actually, that's not true. The next thing I want to do is talk with this guy.
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell.
This is another opening sentence.
The tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
Stirs with the spell is not the one they usually do. What brought you to this village?
Warriors, gold, skin, silver blade.
Sounds like us, or more specifically, Lae'zel's people.
Githyanki hunters.
She thought so too.
Mountains, road, gate.
Well, that's the same thing Sorrow's at, so that makes sense. Anything of value you happen to have?
No coin.
Suicide, okay. Wonder what that means. Who did this to you? Where are you from? Okay, so she knows Zoro, whom we have already spoken with.
Ogres,
And she was torn about by ogres, of course.
bloodied screams.
We'll go. Yeah, I think this was all of the Blighted Village. Some of the fights went better than others, obviously. And what we're going to do now is that we're going to get the actual specs that we are going to be using for level 4 for most of the rest of the time, I think. But yeah, and then we're going to return and go down in the well. But for now, we're just gonna jump to camp. I am just gonna cut it here. I don't know how the timing is specifically, but I need to rethink over the specs to be absolutely certain of how they're gonna be. And that is easier to not do on camera, so bye-bye for now, and I'm gonna be right back with you, ready to level up people once I have a plan for what they need to be. That would be now. I'm going to start by leveling up Gale, because I have a couple of things that I need him for. And it's best that we just level him up first.
I shall be.
Oh, that was not what I meant. Leave? Ooh, ish. Click the wrong button there.
Dost thou
If we can hit the
require
right one, there we
as
go.
thou desire?
The click 3 is just too easy to get into leveling, but apparently we went on that one. So let's pick a couple of spells here that we might actually use. I think we're gonna... That one we might actually want at some point. I don't think so, though. Let's just do like this, right? That's fine. For stats, we are going a little weird here. Because we want our... I think our wisdom is actually more important than our intelligence at this point. So we're gonna go like this. And then we are going to lower his charisma, even though Gale is obviously very charismatic in his own demeanor. Constitution as high as possible for concentration saves, in case he needs to make those at any point. And he might. We want the wisdom high for and drop at some point. That's a lot further down the line, so we might just change him around at that point as well. I'm not certain about that, so we are just going to make him as we want him now as well. Blade Ward is nice. Someone who can cast Mage Hand might be a thing. Let's get another light caster. We don't need 2 of those, so probably. We might want that. And... Let's take a mage chat. Good. So the relevant part about the wizard here... Oh, there went the concentration, but that's fine. Because we are done with that weapon now. At least for a while. Oh, you don't need to run back, Gale. You can just level up here. We want a second level of wizard. And then we want to be lucky. Because we are going for... What's that? Divination. This should roll his portent, or whatever they're called, right away. There we go. And we can check whether or not he got any good ones. Let's grab a few more spells here. I don't know. Whatever. Don't care about prepared spells. Let's accept and let's go and check what his portent came. We have a 7 and a 1. We have a 1. Oh! Okay, so I was prepared to do this for a lot of hirelings, but now we need to keep Gale like this for a while. Nearby, yeah, because this ought to mean that we can force a command drop on Commander Voss later down the line. Just need to remember not to level him up then for anything weird, at least. That skips out his divination wizard. We are not going for a level of wizard here. I think we are going to take a level of wizard eventually, but we are first going to take a level of what's that, cleric. Well, level 4 anyways, we might as well have taken the level of wizard now, but it doesn't matter. What I want from cleric is... Oh, we already have a lot of this, I see. We take this one instead, we might as well. We're going knowledge domain, just because it fits Gale, even though, to be honest, he's quite a... Knowledge domain is a... Mechanically, it's not a good fit for him. Where's Mr. Ashes? That's because you would normally want to take something like Arcana and History, and you get straight to expertise with the knowledge cleric thing. So now he's just gonna do it for religion, and is his religion so high? +4. Does that make sense? That would suggest that he already has proficiency in it, which I don't see him having. But that might just be because... Did I maybe forget to change something around? I think I might have. At level 1. Oh, we are not going to change that because his skill doesn't matter that much. Also... What are we at here? I think this is fine. This is the important one. Your command. You get this as well with level 1 cleric, so it's fine, but might as well have it all the time. That's not why I chose knowledge, no. And I'm rambling now, so let's just get on with it. I don't really care about his last level now, to be honest, so we could do this to get the knowledge of ages, but we don't really need his skills anyways at the moment. The Mr. So you can change the age here again? Okay, no, we're not gonna, of course. So let's get out of this now. He has what he needs to have. He has, he's a wizard, which means he can learn spells, and he's gonna do that. He's gonna learn, where's it at? Here. Common Quasit. Let's make sure we do this correctly now. Don't cast spell, learn spell. And now that we've learned it, we can go and memorize it. There we go. Cast Tiki Quasit here. It'll put us strange into a conversation with it. Straight, not strange. There are some things you should not particularly hear.
The stench of sulfur
Oh,
fills your...
because Arcana.
You're not Illy.
So I don't dare to take all the things that Gale would normally necessarily take here.
Master. Tall,
Because if you
skinny,
take the wrong
prick
ones,
with
you might
ears.
not be able to get him.
So, you're Shovel's master now. Fine.
Let's just call him a disgusting little creature.
And you, slab of beef with nipples. Moo.
Apparently he likes that. Name is Shovel.
Master Illy calls me Shovel. Don't like it? Change it.
Nah, we don't want to change it. Shovel is fine.
So, what first, Master? Gutting locals? Raising the dead? Making them walk? Making them scream?
Obviously, Gale would not be okay with anything of this, so no, and you'll not commit such deeds in my name either.
Oh, you don't like gutting? Spilling? Tearing? Boring? Wait, are you never shut up. Book this, book that. Blah.
Yeah, he probably would be, but we don't know about that, so you have such a way with words. It's our only option here.
Good with tongue. Good at cutting them out, too. Tell you secret. Illy weak. Illy never finish book. But Master can do it. Read book, conquer book. Yes.
This would be something Gale would probably want to do, but he's not going to be allowed to because we are going to be doing it. What we're going to do now is we are going to go with our main character here, who is currently a warlock, and talk with the shovel.
Oh?
And then he says this line.
A
When he does this,
sparrow's
you're
When
lucky.
the feasting starts, use the sparky magic to call shovel. Let's kill everything.
Well, not technically lucky, because there's no luck involved. But now I've got... On the common tab, I've got this Find Familiar Cheeky Quasit, so I will have this ability no matter what at this point. And Gale, who's here, doesn't need to respec, so he won't lose shovel, so we'll have shovel running around camp for a while now. And then if I, at some point later, want it on Dredge, I can summon it here instead. And I do want that. Because we are now going to have to say goodbye to a little Impy. I think we should savor that moment. He's been with us for a little while. And it's going to be a while until we're going to see him again, if ever. Because now we have Quasit, who can also do invisibility. The Quasit is not as strong, this sort of thing, as the Imp is, because it can't fly and it doesn't have the poison bite, which deals quite a lot of damage for a summon pet. It also has fewer hit points, and I believe not as great. Let's see. Yeah, this is immune to fire and immune to poison. But the Quasit is only resistant to these things, if I remember correctly. Let's see. No, it's actually cold instead of poison, so that's the thing. It's only resistant to fire. Good. But for now, let's get on with this if we can. I am just gonna go and level up Dredge here.
Dost thou require a new
And change my class. And we are going to do something slightly different, I guess. We're going to go for Bard now. And let's see if I can remember what I actually want here. I want Minor Illusion and Friends, probably. Oh, that's not how we do that. Good. I think I might also as my third one, but we're gonna get to that later, so let's do that later. Here it's quite easy, we just want the ritual spells. This Disguise Self is not actually of any use, so maybe we don't want to take that, or maybe we just change it out later. I also sort of want Thunder Wave just to have it available. We're going for the Flute because of the awesome sound once again. Because it's light to carry. For our stats, we need to have them be pretty specific here. Let's get stuff down to where it needs to be. First off, we need more strength than we need anything else. I think our second highest is probably going to be Dexterity or Charisma, so it doesn't matter, let's just Dexterity there. And this should leave us 2 extra points that we could put into Wisdom. I would like, of course, to have Dexterity even higher for Initiative, or Charisma. I'm not using really any spells with the save except Thunder Wave maybe. I need the strength to be high. So intelligence doesn't matter, we're going to be wearing the headband for a while, so maybe we'll just take the wisdom to get a little boost there. Because I don't think we have the points to get anything else. We can only get to like a 15 or something. Right. Yeah. Then we'd need to drop charisma even further, and I don't want to do that. Good. For skills, I want performance for the Alfura stuff. I want persuasion because persuasion. Might want to take athletics instead of deception though, but I can't recall whether you need deception for any of the talky stuff, so I think I'm just gonna leave that there. This athletics is gonna be pretty decent even with the strength as it is, so I think this is okay. And I believe that was all. And just respec him. We make a mistake. We don't want it. Let's get you up to speed, my man. Oh. So now I did sort of cheat, but we'll fix that in post. He was missing 1 hit point, and not in post, whatever it's called. We'll fix that afterwards. He was missing one hit point, so he needed to have that healed, and we would have done that. We should have done that beforehand, because obviously you're not allowed to regain hit point by respeccing, but by just using a potion together with Shadowheart, who's taking a lot of damage as well. Level up Bard, we get Jack of all trades and Song of Rest is nice, and we get to choose a spell. Let's just go there. Replace spell, no need for that at the moment. Level 3 is another level of Bard, and now we get to the interesting stuff. We are going for College of Valor, which is not usually what people consider a good. The best, at least, of these. I really like College of Swords. But Valor does give us shields, and it does give us all martial weapons. And that's pretty much what we're here for. For spells, we are taking Silence. This is a spell I want. It's yet another ritual spell as well. We can call it Valor, and we are going to be replacing one of our spells. So, let's say... we don't really need Longstrider as long as Lae'zel is Ranger, and she's not going to be changing out of that at the moment. Maybe we just change out the Thunder Wave. Maybe we just change out the Disguise Self in order to not have to, I don't know. Longstrider. Longstrider goes bye-bye. We can just cast it from camp if we need to. Where are we at? So replace spell here, and in goes Detect Thoughts. Detect Thoughts is yet again a ritual spell. So more spells we can cast without actually using spell slots. This is why we wanted to be a bard. And did I forget something here? I don't think I did. Level 4. Let's start with the fun part. We are going Tavern Brawler Bard. I don't think that's a meta build. People, there's also usually no reason to really do this, but you do get access to all of the ritual spells. Almost all of the ritual spells like this. And you get to be a bard, which is always a good thing in itself. Tavern Brawler doesn't really care about what class you are that much. It's just awesome either way. We are going to pick up here, I think we are going to pick up Vicious Mockery. Just to have it available. It's not going to be something we're going to cast a lot, but sometimes we might have a Bloodlust action. We're going to be changing him to Bloodlust potion now as well. Sometimes we might have a Bloodlust action where it's inevitable that we're going to be attacked by something and we might want to give it disadvantage if possible. I think this also uses... it doesn't say so here. I hate that these tooltips are so vague instead of being the real tooltips. It's very probably based on your charisma and a save. I can't recall, I never used this. Spells, we are picking up Cloud of Daggers, not because we want to cast it really, but we might. And no need to replace spells. I think this should be it. I just realized that there were something that we needed to change at level 3. So I'll have to do this entire freaking respec thing again because I'm a moron. So we might as well skip right back out. I'm gonna fast forward through this part for you so you don't have to sit through it again. Because what happened was, I'll just explain that first, is that I forgot to pick my my expertise, and now it went into deception and performance, which is not where I want them. So redo, change class, la 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 la, and we are gonna fast forward through this. So there we go, we are back to where we were, more or less, except for the fact that I haven't placed this yet. Let's place this correctly instead. We want it in Persuasion and in Sleight of Hand, not Deception and Performance. And I do believe that this is now more correct. We can go to level 4 and actually grab what we took here. So let's just redo this fast again. Shouldn't take that long. And Tavern Brawler. There we go. Good. This should be correct. Well, nice zoom in there. I wonder why I did that. Don't think I've seen that before. Ooh, and now we have Shadowheart, but she's not gonna level up right now. So, first of all, as I said, I cheated. He had 1 point of damage. I'm not gonna give him the 1 point of damage. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna walk him all the way over here next to her, and I'm actually gonna do this because I like wasting your time, I guess. Sorry. Or maybe I'm a stickler. I don't know. We're gonna shoot this potion and they're both gonna get healed a bit. That's great. Actually, she got healed a lot. But we do want her to have full health as well, because she's also gonna level up. And that would be cheating as well. Not just level up, she's gonna respec, is what I meant to say.
All's well that ends.
So, before we do that, let's just check Dredge here. We have him now, he needs to drink the Bloodlust elixir instead. And we have the 18, 14, 12, 8, 10, 14 here. We'll have resistance from Warding Bond. We're gonna keep that. Now they both have the elixir of Bloodlust. This is now his only way to get temporary hit point as well, unfortunately. But he's also gonna be a lot more ranged at this point, so he shouldn't get too far into melee. That also means we're not gonna be using the Everburn Blade, which is why it didn't matter that the concentration broke on it. We could have used it on Lae'zel, for sure. But I think we're gonna stick with Sorrow on her for a little while at least, or maybe go for one of the other ice weapons. For Dredge here, we're going to go with Nature's Snare and a shield. Any shield. It's actually not any shield. This shield is better. Definitely better, not just pretty. Okay. That should be about it. He obviously doesn't need the Braces of Defense anymore, so we are gonna equip the Gloves of Power instead. He actually needs to wear armor now, so we are back to this situation, and we're up to 20 armor class. That's quite nice for a ranged build. And then, of course, his headband, there we go. For the extra bonus to his intelligence skills, which are now going to be quite decent. I think this is it. We could go for, instead of having the Nature's Snare equipped, we could just have a bare hand. I think it's technically a stronger attack, but we're not going to be primarily attacking with our... we're going to be throwing, because we have Fat Brawler. And we have the Ring of Flinging and stuff like that. But this Nature's Snare is nice in certain situations if we want to try and ensnare an opponent, which is just hit it with this one, and there's, I think, a DC 12 strength check. So it's quite nice against certain goblins that doesn't have too much strength, or other creatures like that. Which means that Lae'zel and her Great Weapon Master can get advantage. We are going to now go to Shadowheart, because we need to respec her. I think... yeah, never mind. Let's just get right on with it. Oh. She's stepping in blood because she's been standing in her within the blood from her warding bond. That's so insane. The reason we need to respec her is because we want her to change out of the cleric type she is, and we want to switch around her stats.
I shall be here.
We need her to become the kind of cleric who can use heavy armor, because then there's a little trick we can do that will optimize her warding bond stuff. She's still gonna be a cleric. And no need for Sacred Flame. Let's definitely take Light instead. I think she definitely needs... She doesn't need Guidance. She needs Blade Ward, and let's just grab Light there. Not Trickery. There are a couple of options you can take here, but I think we're gonna go with Nature, not because it necessarily fits her. Also, she's still naked, of course. Shillelagh, we might as well take that. Let's see if we can make these stats actually make sense. Charisma, she doesn't need Wisdom, can be lowered 1. Constitution needs to get up there. And her Dexterity doesn't matter, so let's put that to 10. I think she has some intelligence-based skills here. We're going to grab Animal Handling. No, we're not going to grab... Yeah, we are, because we're Nature, that's where we got it from. We're gonna grab Animal Handling. This is also why I wanted to choose Nature, sort of. Just because she doesn't like wolves, so obviously she would learn, if she could, how to try and handle them. And since she now can, let's teach her that. Then we're also going to grab Nature here. We don't need Persuasion. Survival rolls are basically useless most of the time, because you can just dig anyways. That's what they're mostly used for, and she's not going to be with the party anyways. Let's see, I'm not going to grab Nature. I'm an idiot, because Nature was the animal handling one. So it's going to be Medicine, History, and... yeah, and I guess Animal Handling here. Some more skill points we need to throw out. 10 there. I think we're just going to put them into Intelligence, at least a few of them, and then up the Strength. Is there any way what we can get actually better statistics for anything useful here. I don't think that there is. Strength means carry capacity, which doesn't really make sense because she's in Amber as well. So maybe we just lower that back down to 10 and up her intelligence. Not that I'm gonna be using any of her skills probably anyways. So let's keep it true to her character. It's fine. Good. I think that was it for level 1 here. See if I can avoid making mistakes this time. Oh, she still has the warding bond active. That's interesting. Not supposed to have that. Mm-hmm. That's actually a little weird. And prepare spells. We are going to prepare the warding bond here because she's gonna be wanting to cast it anyways. Just in a second. Okay, so cleric level 4 is where we need to do the interesting stuff. Let's just grab guidance again, I guess. Thaumaturgy, that's nice. But doesn't make sense. Good. For the feat, we are going with Heavy Armor Master. This non-magical attacks also decreased by 3 while you're wearing heavy armor. Is quite strong when you're standing with warding bond online. And we also get +1 to our strength now, which is, yeah, let's just say that's why we left it at 13, because I definitely remember that. Good, so that should be fine. Prepared, doesn't matter. We have the cantrip. I think we got everything here we need. And Gale, you don't need to level up at the moment. So now Shadowheart needs to actually get heavy armor, and if I remember correctly, we do have one around here. Yeah, we do. There we go. That should now have that part triggered. And then we also have the Cape of the Red Prince that he could put on. I just noticed, because woohoo, it looks awesome, except for the flute randomly sticking through it. And now we need to waste a spell slot on her, because she had level 2 spell slot that was used for the warding bond, so we're gonna waste that by just redoing it. Even though it's still there, I don't know why it's still there. It's quite weird what disappears when you respec and what doesn't, because if I'd respec Gale now, he would lose Shovel, and he wouldn't be able to resummon it because he'd already used the until short rest stuff.
Is that?
So same goes here. Now we can summon Shovel here, and then if I need to respec this guy again, which I probably will, we will lose Shovel, which is very annoying.
Assume nothing.
And Lae'zel, I think you are as perfect as you can get, aren't you? X14, all the ranger stuff. I'm gonna keep her ranger, because we do have ways of getting advantage, like the hunting shortbow, and in certain situations maybe ensnaring from the nature snap. That's a very strong level 4 build as well. You could go with just 4 levels in Barbarian and still doing Great Weapon Master. Because of the reckless attacks, you have advantage on all of your attacks, and Great Weapon Master is very strong with advantage. I'm also gonna keep Sorrow to have her have an actual bonus action as long as she's using Hunting Shortbow. I do like this weapon, it's quite nice. And that also means there's no reason to spec her out of the Wisdom, because that's what's used for that attack. You need to remember to dash with her once in a while, maybe. It only works in combat, though. And she's just gonna keep the haste helm for now. We don't have any more rings, we don't have any more anything. I think that was just about all we wanted to do. We need to redo some spells here. I can see some ritual spells, Launch Strider.
Know what to do.
And that's actually interesting as well. He lost Mage Armor when he respecced, which is an until long rest spell that doesn't require any concentration. But he didn't lose... did he cast it himself, maybe? May have cast it by him, so that could be why he lost it. But that would not explain why he didn't lose Speak with Animals originally. Now at least we are back to actually having this spell and not having to use a potion for it. So now it makes more sense that we have it. I think I'm going to draw away everything that I could potentially cast that would use my spell slots, because we don't want to use those. Or one-shot stuff, I guess. And then we are just going to align all of this stuff around. Have a lot of weird stuff here. Combat Inspiration, we don't want to use that either. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's get second level stuff down here. These guys up there. That should be just about cantrips, ritual spells. And now on level 2 ritual spells. This is great. And I think we are just about ready to say that this was it for leveling. Awesome. Thank you for joining. If you haven't, I've been Chandran. You've been awesome. You know the drill. Bye-bye.